man, this will be hilarious. So we are using Wrench and we'll steal our opponent's cards so we can teach them how to play mono red. And we take Challenger, Lightning Strike, now we swing face, and now it starts. Okay, so check it out. We are de-ending this guy. That means we are life gaining from Cornucopia. Life gain triggers the Panda, and when Panda dies, we get the Wrench from the graveyard, stealing 2 more cards from our opponent. And I think we have to lose. I'm sorry, this needs to be a baby Luis, but it's still good enough. It can get rid of Sanctifier. They, of course, will drop one of the 2 on this turn. Here's the but. Alright, that means they cannot attack easily. And we don't have great targets, it's probably Deadly Cover-Up. So our goal of this game is to hit Cornucopia, and then the land, and we win. Okay. I'm not sure what we are playing against. If you see those scores, it's Rise the Pass deck. But they still need channelers and stuff, so I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. You can try to race, but I think this is better. We don't have a play for this turn, so we might as well just go Cottage. And next turn at least we get the end, so you know, we are starting. Tap land on this turn is absolutely massive and really bad for our opponent. Alright, this protected something? No, it life gains with spiders. Guys, I mean we are getting somewhere. We can even try to hit all bats from the deck. But I don't think they have one in the hand that they want to play. Yeah, we just take 1 damage, man. It seems horrible, like to be a horrible start, but I'll tell you, I think we are winning this. Sanctify, alright. Now we can ignore the life gain, guys. If it's a spider. You are not a spider, alright, just making sure. Just making sure. The Overseer, also not a spider. Pretty decent card though, because it gives them like some board advantage and also hit stuff. I think we go for the bat. Let's just make sure that this never happens again and we get the end back, right? Fiendish Panda. Really cool stuff, by the way. Oh man, we can actually check the deck. This is such a good upside of this card, it's crazy. Okay, so no spiders, double sheltered. So it's basically like a life gain. But they should play 4 and 4. So it's like Angel, life gain deck. But they don't have Rise the Pass. So I'm pretty happy. This should go pretty well. And right now we just go for this, man. We will steal the best stuff from their deck. And this is why we took this. Oh man, this is good. This is actually good. So how do we play again around it? This is Demon. We can fuel Annex with this, by the way. When this creature dies, return non-bear creature. Do we have some? It's 2 mana. I mean, let's take the Panda. So good, man. Whenever you gain life, we don't really gain too much. I will just go for this. We can kind of play the game out of this. So I'm pretty happy with this play. It gives us basically tons of fuel for the next turns, and this might help us hit the land. The Panda. Here it is. The Panda Wars. Oh, it's not limited. Oh my god, this will be a huge Panda boy. And it looks great. You can definitely say it's cute. So what we go for? Definitely Cornucopia first. I think into Overseer. We are at 18, so we can slow the game a little bit, get some good setup. So basically this is like a free blocker that doesn't cost us the cards. And we got Cornucopia as well. And we can chill here. There are no bats, right? We exile. Yep. That's so important because now they cannot hit this Deadly Cover-Up. We could double block it. And this is actually good. Because that means they're losing the Panda. I don't think they can live gain at instant speed. And they get the other creature. But that means when we sweep, they get no triggers anymore. And the creature is only 1 drop that doesn't do much. They get tons of life gain, but it doesn't matter. And they're waiting with this freaking channeler. Oh, they're sneaky. It's 4 damage. We can ignore it. Do we go for the Panda? It's when you cut. Man, this is so weird. I think we go for the Panda. Because we can life gain on our opponent's turn. So we live gain here too, and then we live gain on our opponent turn and grow the panda. Man, we can actually try to get the range back. Man, this is what I love about Magic. When you have games like this, you can actually use your opponent's deck in some new ways that you never tried. And it's just so cool. However, this is so little damage that we won't invest card into it. Huh. Okay. Like, we know they have creatures and they're just waiting to use them, but we have good stuff. We are the better deck. We have Fountainports, we have Cottages, and they only deal 2 damage a turn, so they need to like get more stuff in the deck, or in the board, sorry. And they're not drawing cards. So we end this guy, we live gain, that grows the panda, and at some point it will be big enough that we can get the stuff from the graveyard, the wrench. I mean, we're in kinda good position, man. This is so fun. It's been such a long time since I played with Panda, and I love this card always. And we have even Annex deck, because this is a demon. So we take 2 damage, it doesn't matter at all. We make a fish, because as you know, when the fish starts, our opponent ends. Let's freaking go. And oh boy, we're really stuck with those deadly cover-ups. Maybe we can start attacking? No, we just want to draw cards. Which means we can swing. Because that creates a food token, and food token means that we can do way more stuff. Let's go with Cottage. We exile the Overseer. We might actually try to hit Panda so they don't have it. Don't forget, every time we crack food token or something, we get bigger Panda. And at some point, it will be the biggest and the cutest panda you have seen in your life. We know about every single card except this one. And they are keeping this... Oh, you could not resist, huh? You could not resist. And this is the moment we were waiting for. Now we got Juicy 2-for-1. We know exactly what they have. And nothing they have except Channeler threatens us. They cannot attack on the ground. This is too slow because we have Cornucopia and Food, so we can literally tank it for next 15 turns. And this is Shuffler is Fine moment where we drew every single deadly cover-up in a row. Absolutely legit. Let's stack some of those. And because the damage is so low right now, we can just start attacking with the panda. Let's go for the Sanctifier, because it's a small creature, they might at some point maybe get back. And even though they are at 30, bro, this is like 3-turn lethal. So it's no joke, we actually make lethal faster than our opponents right now. And at some point they will have to go for the Channeler, and they're not doing it because they've seen our hand and they see that this is in our hand. They just don't realize that we have 4 of them, because Shuffler is definitely fine. Here's your honk for the Shuffler is fine of the day. And I'm having so much fun. Like, I really like playing games that take longer than 4 turns, you know? I mean, I will block, I guess. I really like drawing cards. Alright, Necropsy is really nice because it answers basically everything that can go wrong at instant speed. And we need more lands, man, this is going so great. At this point, we want to what? Honestly, just swing. We can crack the food token every moment we want. Let's go planes. So at some point we can start stack and see, now they actually start feeling pressure to start giving up creatures for free, which means that we are getting card advantage by attacking face. And yep, they just don't have anything. I think they're trying to save it, but we got them in check. If they try to save it, they lose the game. If they play it, they lose the game, because then we sweep and they have nothing. So this is not a great situation to be in for our opponent. Sure. So we are at 13, right? And after attack, it's 10? Nope. Nope. Let's go for this. We are pushing some extra damage. Back to 13, and our panda is even cooler than before. I would love to have a thing that I can cast, but it's fine. Alright, so we will attack with this. We swing, and it's more and more scary right now for our opponent. They will block probably the panda, which means we don't need to crack the food tokens. And in all honesty, I think we can go lethal on the next turn. So our opponent suddenly needs to be defending. So we dealt, 4 damage, got extra cards, and our opponent actually didn't make a dent in our deck, our life total and deck and strategy. Yep. Man, they really need to play this card. Like, at least they have a chance to win, maybe. Here they're just not making a single progress, man. And we'll kill them with their own card, by the way. This is like the most hilarious part. Finally, that's the right play. Okay, so when they finally made the right play, let's make sure it doesn't matter. Creature. Here's your creature. No enchantment, no planeswalker. As I said, they lose anyway, but at least they had a bit of a chance here. They need to go through those cards, because otherwise they will never win anyway, right? We life gain, Panda gets better, and they have 1 blocker only. Man, this is looking worse and worse for our opponent. And this is the stage of the game where you can just have a little bit of fun and just keep swinging face really, really hard. And now we just exile everything that is cheap, so they cannot get it in any weird way. I don't think they can, but there's Panda in their deck probably or something. So they need to block the biggest guy, they still take 8 damage, and they have 3 power, 1 top deck, and we're still at 12. Remember when we were at 13? Well, we could be above 20 with those tokens. And the Panda would grow to 12 or something. Okay, you kill the Panda, you get the vengeance. Now Range enters the battlefield, and now we will steal double Panda from him. I will give him good game. That was cool game. First one. Cool. Okay. Maybe we can get the Annex going here. But it all depends what they draw, So, let's go for this. This is the moment to play it. We will get at least 1 card back. And maybe this 1 card can be good. We have ways to play against those decks, but it's still very, very hard if you don't have a good opening. So yeah, this card is extremely powerful in my opinion. We kinda got a dead draw here. That's really, really bad. And we definitely take it. So I think what we will do is go for the Sanctuary. Yep. Because then we start dealing damage. We don't super care about our life total, but we kinda care about dealing damage to our opponent, because this might be the only way we can finish this game. Man, they have so much. They have Helix, they have Inevitable Defeat, and most of our Revelation, so we probably need to get into Duress, then deadly cover up something, and probably at some point hit Cavern of Souls. Obviously not perfect for us, but like, I expected this land to die. That's why I was kinda eyeing if we can draw 2 cards to get a land on this turn. Because then we can go for the demon. I still think we probably need to unlock this one. Because if we cast this one, it probably will get countered. This one, the demon dies, but hopefully the Annex survives at least. And maybe we can even deal some damage if we are lucky. But yeah, we will see. I think they have Inevitable Defeat. This is the turn. Oh, they don't have black mana. So they decided Get Lost, but not on Annex. I'm pretty happy with it. Man, this is a bad turn to cast Annex. Let's cast Annex. We don't have other plays, so I will just go with it. This is a good 3 steps ahead target. Okay, I have a silent hope that our opponent is trying to kill us with Annex, because they have a lot of burn in the deck. There is a chance big part of this hand is Helixes and Inevitable Defeats, and I think they want us to get lower, hoping that they will always kill the demons. We missed the land, which is really bad. Yep, they start. So I think this is the strategy for our opponent. It might work, but it might also backfire depending on... Like, if we draw Duress and can get rid of the card that they hope to protect themselves, with like a counter spell or something, then we can catch them off guard completely. Maybe make a demon, make it stay, stuff like this. Alright, we are not drawing exactly the cards we need, unfortunately. So what do we go for? Wrench? Not the best. If we go for the demon, I'm pretty sure they will react to it. If we go Sanctuary, we have only 3 mana, so we cannot do much. I will go with this, because this is probably something that forces reaction. And it seems, yeah, I am pretty sure they want to burn us on the next turn with 7 damage to the face. And they just want to prevent the demons, so we cannot live gain with it. I think this is the strategy. But if we can get this effect and the counter spell, we can mess them up. And 9 cards. I mean, guys, this is a lot. You generally hit stuff there. Alright. Alright, we need some good cards, man. I think Revelation and Helix. We know what is the strategy for our opponent. This is also an amazing card, but we will rely on Annexes. And I think that this Helix might save us, because oh boy, will be kinda low. This could be Revelation, by the way. At the end step, right? It's 7 mana exactly. Do they know about the cards? Face down, so they don't. Okay, man, we are not hitting the stuff. Like, we have 3 or 4 Duresses, we need at least one of them, and that messes completely our opponent. If we force them to answer creatures, that's good. And that means we are getting maybe some... I hope it won't be the case. It's a weird play, but this is what we have to do, and they will probably counter it. It's so good, it deserves a counter spell here. Okay, this is good. So instead of losing 3 life, we gain 3 life, and that is absolutely massive difference. And we can start going Deadly Cover-Up. I think Shoot the Sheriff is probably not what we want here. We might Deadly Cover-Up if they play Revelation. This Revelation that we have is kinda huge. Okay, I think this saved us from being dead, to be honest. Okay, so what do we go for? They will never think we hit the Revelation. I'm pretty sure they still have counter spells. Man, we need to get into Annex. Like, this is so important. And I know I can make a demon, but they are waiting to kill it. That's the whole game plan that they have. Robbery, and this is awkward. Like, we are getting clocked so hard right now. This, and I'll keep 1 Necropsy. I think we just go the end. We still need the land. They actually don't have permanence. They win by damage. Let's go like this and see what our opponent is doing. I hope they will Jeskai Revelation at the end step and we can cast ours then. But not really the case. So if we cast Revelation, they will 100% counter it, right? So I think what we will try to do is go this. This is risky. We might die. Let's go. They need 2 burn spells, 2 different ones. I think there is good chance they have it, but there is also a chance they don't have 2 of them and only 1. And if we can steal those cards, it can completely change the game plan. Like, we can actually start winning with this. So, let's go for the Verge. And now we have counter spells, something they never play around, basically. Do we go Sanctuary or the Demon? Sanctuary is 4 mana, then we can go 4 mana on top of it. Not amazing, to be honest. I think it's safer to just unlock. Let's just make sure that it works. And now they will play removal. There is a chance for Revelation too, so for 7. We can counter it, which is kinda big deal. And I'm not using map token because, you know, it's probably wasted mana. This normalized need. I hoped for 3 steps ahead, to be honest, but no way. No way they are not killing it. It's 100% they are. I hope for Revelation. Only get lost. only get lost. Yep. And the point is that even though Unholy Annex kills us, we also kinda have to make this play, because otherwise we would not have spells to cast. So, you know. Helix. Okay, that means cease and desist. What do we get rid of? I don't think it matters. Let's just hit cards, because maybe we want to exile something. I think our opponent would probably kill us on the next turn with like Revelation or something. We survived this hit, but we won't survive the next one. This is kind of where it ends. That's why, honestly, in half of the deck we should draw one of our 3 Duresses, but we didn't, and that's really incredibly bad. Because imagine if we could look at the hand and get rid of one of the spells that they're counting on to kill either demon or something like this. But maybe they don't have the final one. Alright. Okay, guys, this might be our chance. First Duress, 100%. We waited 30 cards for this one. A little bit longer than we would love to. 4, 7. So we will miss 1 mana for Normalize with Revelation. Scary stuff. See how quickly they need to react to this 1 point of mana? That's why we were waiting for it. Huh. Interesting. They probably want to burn us in response. I think it's okay. This turn is all about mana. We don't know exactly what they have, but whatever they cast, we can counter it. And if they spend mana for the village to make it uncounterable Helix, this will be 4 mana, in which case we cast Revelation. It will be awkward with the demons though, because we cannot Revelation and do the other thing. Alright, this is actually huge. Man, see? Single Duress, and suddenly we are winning. And now we know exactly what is going on. So if we go for Annex, man, this is non-land, right? Non-land permanent, so probably this is best. And I think we go for Wrench. No, we don't have mana. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. We won't kill them in time. So do we just go for the map? We already played the land, so it's not amazing. We will get rid of Marang, so we want them to cast it. I think we have some options to win this. Can we even go triple Annex? I think we have to, man. They can cast Marangs. Okay, so we cannot tap. We cannot let them to draw cards. Okay, I know everything. So we swing. If they cast Marang as the creature, we de-end it. If they cast a dance step, we counter it. We're getting 4 life, which will help a ton. So we dealt 7 damage on this turn. You can see that we can actually fight this deck in a long game. We just need the right draws. We didn't hit Cornucopia before, so life gain is still, you know, a bit of a problem for us, which normally it wouldn't be. I think we don't need the Verge here. We already have untapped land for the next turn, and it's actually a demon as well. This will die. 3, 6. They still can make spells uncounterable. Okay. We could tap them fully, but I don't think it's a good play. I think this is better. Okay, that was everything. That's huge. Alright, Sanctuary, go. They don't know about this Annex, by the way. That's why it is a good play, because now we have 2 more demons. And if they counter it, then they draw something. This is a counter. Are you freaking serious, man? Oh, I never played against this type of draw. I think it's a counters. Are you serious? Bro, this top deck would win in the game if we weren't prepared. Are you freaking serious, bro? So good at the game. And that's why we were prepared. Now, the graveyard doesn't really matter for them, right? We just de-end if we have to. And we still have Jeskai Revelation for some final damage. Alright, we're kinda getting there, but man, that is something. It's probably Betrayal because it's slower and the graveyard doesn't matter. So they either sweep or Marang. I think they should honestly Marang for cards. Because they're kinda suffocated on the draws. And I think it's way better to just get some random cards. I think this is the winning play. But I hope they won't make it. I hope they play it as a creature. Because then they can get rid of the demon. Okay, this is good. I will make a pause because they've already seen No More Lies. I even highlighted. So it seems that I'm talking that I cannot counter it. Which means that the next play they will make them way more hesitant. And now we can drain them 6 damage a turn if we want. Guys, I think we'll win this. Believe or freaking not. I think we will win this. Fountainport, go away. We know that they don't have any interaction for it. I think this might... I think this is perfectly fine. I think this is exactly 13 damage, right? We go for this. 7. No, we don't have Annex opened. Are you serious? Alright, it's fine stuff. You can live with it. So we have the demon. Man, this is so sad. We could attack with Cottage, but then we only deal 4 damage, so it's 11. So we need to be careful about this turn then. Do we go Cornucopia? This helps us a lot. Cornucopia, Annex. They will cast Marang and go crazy on the next turn. Not sure what we can do about it. I think we open it because now we are guaranteed to deal damage with it. It's very bad that we cannot bluff a counter spell, but I think they are against the wall and they would still cast it because now they don't have a choice. Like, if they don't cast, something meaningful, they are losing on the next turn. Man, we went through the whole 4-colored control with really bad opening and we actually crushed all of it. Man, this is why we have cornucopias and stuff like this. Suddenly you can see that it's not scary at all. Tapland for the next game. Oh, we need to get rid of 2. Alright, let's go like this. I think we are winning this. We are suddenly at 15, so now they cannot burn us. And man, I tell you, we played it really masterfully. Our opponent went for the game plan that was this close to winning, but we made sure that it doesn't work. They will cast Marang, right? If they cast Marang, they die. They don't know about this revelation. So moment they cast a big spell, we can counter it. And with this, we still have double Duress, so I'm waiting for another Duress. Then we cast it and we win the game. No, wow, 2 lands from the top. Thank you for that. And by the way, we can also cast Outrageous Robbery at the end step. So if they don't do anything meaningful, it's also good for us. I don't think we need Necropsy. And the Swamp. Guys, we are in position that we are not losing this game. But it's very, very close still. But I think we've got this. They need to play something right now. Like when we get the end step play, they're gone, man. So let's go for this. 4, 6. I think it's like 8, right? 2 lands, so 3, 4, 8. Exactly. Do we want to play around No More Lies? No. If they have it, let them play it. Then they show the last card and then we know we can kill them. Guys, I think we went through everything they had. One card cannot deal 9 damage. They're on the deathbed with Cottage. Every demon hits them for 6 instantly. And we also are this close to stealing 8 cards of them. Of course, they just top decked another counter spell. Are you serious? Those draws are insane for our opponent. Like 2 times they just got the card that gets, the thing going for them. Let's see if they... Man, you know they can. But we will force them to draw a card again. Because if they don't... If this random card isn't a removal, they are dead. And if that card is removal, that means the Sanctuary kills them. So they're also freaking dead. 4-colored control is legit like the best or second best control deck in Standard, and we beat it at full might through the whole deck. And let's make sure that there is no Duress into Annex there. On the other side, our opponent kinda plays similar stuff to us. This can get rid of Annex if we draw it. I will be brave. They can always cycle this card, so we still hit something. And our opponent is going for the card advantage. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Let's go with a swamp into Cornucopia. This can also hit Cornucopia, so I'm pretty happy with our decision. And we will use Fountainport to get some value, because it's not looking great so far. That's as little value as you can humanly get. Alright, I think we chill. We can make the treasure, we can make Fish of Doom. And we need to draw the big stuff. For now we are... Was that instant demolition field, bro? Come on, come on. I will just go for the fish. Like this will terrorize them. Because I think treasure is not super relevant. On the bright side, we're basically taking all the lands from the deck, so yeah. This might get kinda sketchy on the next turns. Hopefully we draw something. See? And imagine if they had Reclamation right now. Well, now our best draw just became a verbet draw, which is not something we want. I will honestly just play Unholy Annex. We are not going for the demon. Because, moment, I'm thinking about my sweet card. Yeah, get back to me. You know that you want to be part of my hand. Alright, so back to the topic. I prefer to have an extra card, and definitely they didn't do another one, so there's no chance of it. I should attack first, by the way. That was a big blunder. Maybe they could tap and go Bitter Triumph on this. So basically, one card is worth more than the demon. We knew that they can kill demon at the end step with Triumph, and as you can see, they are keeping it for just display. So that would give us absolutely nothing, and now we are getting good stuff. And honestly, I think this play potentially will win us the game. Now we get rid of the Overlord. Of course, we get the life gain that we deserve. And one of the cool parts about this deck, like with Cornucopia, you can kinda mitigate the full Annex drawback by just casting a spell every turn. And with so many cards, you always have spells. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Necropsy, this will be a big card. I mean, our opponent has tons of value in the hand, but so far I was really happy person until this happened. Oh, you freaking monster! Oh, you want to play like that? Alright, we're go- Oh, you never kill my Annex, bro. They can definitely do something with the graveyard. We'll go with Overlord. I'm not sure what they can do, but there is a chance they can do, and usually creatures are the first thing. Why did we go for the cottage? For a very simple reason, I will explain. Because now for the rest of the game, they are forced to keep mana to get rid of the cottage. So basically this disables 2 mana for the rest of the game until they have Demolition Field or something. And not amazing, but you know, it is what it is. I wonder what they will hit. Probably Unholy Annex. I think this is the card. Yeah, you can see, this was a snap decision. They didn't even think about it. Like, everybody knows that Annex is very different card than the rest of the cards in the deck. It's Annex, then long nothing, and then your second best card. So yeah, very good decision, but our opponent saw the deck and they decided they are out. Seeing our deck actually terrified our opponent, and that's the rightful decision. There was no mono red, so yes. But I think we can make it work. Let's go Duress, because we should be able to hit a lot. They seem to be having Burst Lightning, but they should have also something. I don't believe that's the last instant. Yep, that's why you hit it. And now you also know exactly the curve for the rest of the game. But man, this will be a little bit hard. We need to use Necropsy, but we probably won't get more than one target. Necropsy is just 4 mana removal in like the worst case. So we are kinda happy with it. And we could shot the sheriff. I mean, I think they will swing, guys. I think they will swing. So do we go with Strategic Betrayal? Next turn is kinda lackluster, so it's not... We don't really have plays. I think we need to respect our life total, because we cannot really prevent Slickshot hitting us with all those pumps, and they will also get another card, so they can play this into triple 1-drops if they are good at magic, which means that we can take, I don't know, 10 to 15 damage. Theoretically, if they had burned together, that could be 20 probably, right? It's, let's say, Wild Rite into Wild Rite, and it's already, I think, 11 damage, then they hit and sacrifice. So this could be a 22 damage if they are perfect at magic. They probably aren't, but you know, it might happen. So for this reason we want to make sure that we are as high on life total as possible, because we still will get hit with it. Alright, combat phase. We should make a stop. I should definitely bluff here. Just for the sake of, you know, their thinking process. Now we have the Sanctuary into Necropsy, and we already have 3 mana in the graveyard, so we can hit a 2-drop. And you need to kind of play like this, because in the early game they're at their strongest. Later they're just lackluster. And it seems another red player forgot they're playing Magic. Man, I cannot believe how often red players just don't even realize they are playing this game. Alright, they remembered. Magic indeed. Okay. Jokes aside, I think this is a robbery turn. I know Duress seems amazing, but if we cast this, we cannot kill the Slickshot, and it seems like a really bad trade. But now we can go for robbery, get 2 cards, very likely a land and something, and yeah, we can continue developing, and then Duress on the next turn. And there are like 30 seconds. Oh right, land at the start of the turn. I need to play the... Okay. What's the next part? Some spells, cards? What is this game? You know, and we are looking at the future Mythic player. And by the way, if this guy is Platinum right now, most likely he is an ex-Mythic player from the last season. So this is the best of the best, guys. Oh, our opponent remembered that they are playing Magic. Alright, I swear they are alt-tabbing so hard because they are just spamming games for probably Mythic. So they just alt-tab, make 1 move, and then alt-tab back to Netflix or something. Oh man, like, oh, mono red. I'm literally face palming right now. Alright, so back to game. Let's go for Outrageous Robbery for 2. We need to hit a land and end our opponent's misery, and ours too. I mean, this kinda does it for the Slickshot. So I think we'll make sure that our opponent has a little bit less hope. Guys, this guy was thinking half minute on each turn with 3 mountains in the hand. Alright, man, this Duress missed, and it was still the best Duress in history of Magic, because that shows you what is mono-red player tanking on every single turn for half a minute. Well, 3 lands and nothing more. Oh my man. Well, this is an experience. Imagine if they get a non-land. Man, this could take centuries. They played a land and a creature. Oh my god, that's crazy. Don't tell me they will also play the only card they can play. No way, man. No. Oh my god, that's crazy. I should wait at least 5 minutes to play this spell, because it was a very hard decision. Alright, great. Go away. Go away. Just go spam another game, bro. Alright, jokes aside, I think we go Outrageous Robbery. Don't forget, they can still top deck something and win the game. As long as they play cards at some point, they are still able to beat the best of the best players in the world. So, yeah. I really need a mind control card just to play mono-red faster, because they are so slow on this. Alright, great. They can of course give it haste. But they still don't know how the deck works. By the way, this is highlighted, guys. It's highlighted as the only card right now in the whole board, and they still don't know what it does. Which is perfect. Let's go for this. We need to still hit lands. This is crazy. This player will be Mythic. Let's go for villain. You always name villain here. And what do we go for? I mean, I think the best play is to go Nemesis for the next turn, and Betrayal to not look at this filthy creature. We keep Nemesis for one turn, not only to show our opponent that blocking is a mechanic in Magic that you can use, both players have access to this feature, but also when they top deck something on ground, it doesn't matter, because on this one turn we are tapped. So if they hit Slickshot, they cannot pump it. If they hit something on ground and give it haste when they finally learn what their cards do, we can just block it and ignore it. It's kinda important. Wow, that was a hard decision, man. I swear, what is going on their side? I'm losing my mind here, man. Alright. You know what? I think we really need to show our opponent how to play Magic, because, man, they need an example how to play this deck. We'll go Challenger and Lightning Strike, just to show how you play this deck. We swing face. I swear, I just want to take this deck and play it for our opponent so it takes like 10 times faster. By the way, the only reason to play this deck is because it's so fast at ranking that it's most efficient at ranking up. So if you play this deck slow, then just play a deck that is actually fun. There was moderate, so no. So I know, guys, you like some epic games, and today I think we had a lot of those, especially the long game against Control. I'll be honest, I didn't have much hope to win this kind of opening, and we actually went for it. That made me so happy, because when I was making this deck, I wanted to have a chance at beating Control in an actual game. That's why we have Robbery, that's why we have Wrench, and Luis. Both Luis and Wrench share the Cavern of Souls type of villain, so you always name villain in this deck. You can cast both of them uncounterable, still counter spells, and that opens some chance of winning on top of Annex and Duress. With Duress, we can counter their win con before they cast it, and then Deadly Cover-Up becomes a mass counter. So, and of course, the end if they use something like Marank or something to try to kill you. So this deck can kinda steal the game out of every type of deck, and of course against the aggro decks, it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. You just remove everything early game. Cornucopia, Annex both give you tons of value during the game. You sweep, and most of the decks fold because they cannot burn you anymore, especially if Luis, Seize. And by the way, Seize and Desist also means that you can fight Zultai Reanimator, because you can just exile cards they try to reanimate, and then you can get rid of Cavero. Yeah, that's the name. Cavero permanently, so their deck doesn't work, and with the end you can hit both the Last Bringer, Cavero, stuff like this. You can even kill one of the creatures at the end step, exile it from the deck, and then Deadly Cover-Up and get rid of second one. So after one reanimation, you literally destroy the deck. So this is a true Golgari rock, and with Necropsies and Cease and Desist and Exile for Graveyard and discard, you kinda can deal with everything, and if something isn't in your deck, it's probably in your opponent's deck, so you can just steal it. In all honesty, probably Fountainport should be removed, because I never had time to use it with all those extra cards, and it can hurt your mana base a little bit, but I'm a Fountainport enjoyer, so I still play it. You probably can switch it to 2 basics or something. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, maybe even hype for Golgari glory, and thank you to all the patrons that make all of this happen and possible. With your support, you know, month after month, really thank you guys for that. That means a lot, so thank you for that. It is super appreciated, and if you want to join, check out the Patreon. You can just see if you like it. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.